Hi, friends. This is Dean Julia from historic Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in the heart of downtown San Jose. I'm here with this week's short take for your prayer and your pondering. You know, when I'm honest to God and myself, Lent leads me down paths of grief. Our scriptural readings during this season follow Jesus toward a lonely and violent death. And despite our cultural preferences for a happy ending, which our gospel story does have, it's hard to appreciate the enormity of God's resurrection grace unless we risk our hearts in grief for Jesus' shameful death. And when I do that, by the grace of God, I find myself more open-hearted toward other experiences of loss and grief. Have you experienced loss or death this year? Have people you love been hurt or abused? Have your life circumstances changed in ways that bring sorrow? You know, much though we sometimes prefer not to talk about these things, Lent is a season to cry in church and to grieve in loving community. Grief denied does not disappear, but risks returning in the form of depression or reactive anger. So during Lent, I try to think of grief for Jesus' suffering, for all the loss and change of the past year, as a friend who comes to heal me. I spend time with my grief. She's not the easiest friend to be around, but she warms up with tears and perhaps a cup of tea. And when I listen to her voice, which I can hear in our Psalms and Book of Lamentations, I realize that grief binds me to humanity through the whole of history. And indeed, grief binds me to God's own self.